Every Nintendo console in history has had Virtual Console, which allows you to play old Nintendo titles. And now that they made a Gamecube emulator for the Chinese market, we might be able to expect something. So let's look at the top 10 Gamecube games that I would love to see on the Nintendo Switch. Number 10. Now the last couple of years, the Paper Mario series has been in a tough spot. Color Splash was hated by a ton of people. So maybe Nintendo should bring back one of the best, if not the best game in the entire series, the Thousand Year Door. This was the second installment in the franchise and was released in 2004. Its plot revolves around Mario, who embarks on a mission to collect the 7 crystal stars in order to open the Thousand Year Door. This is a classic for sure, and most likely the best game in the entire series according to a big part of the fanbase. It had funny and interesting characters, told the story from multiple perspectives, and the combat was interactive. If Nintendo would bring this one back, a ton of people would be extremely happy, because the previous installments made them quite frustrated. So why not give the fans something they actually want? Number 9. Now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a great game. Me and my friends always play it when we're together. However, there's one GameCube game that introduced some interesting things to the series: Mario Kart Double Dash. It was the 4th installment of the franchise and was released in November 2003 worldwide. Now, you could say, why do we need even more Mario Kart? We already have the newest one and it's a blast! Well, reason number 1, you can never have enough. Number 2, this game did things differently compared to the most recent one. A feature that is unique to this entry is the 2-person carts. One character steers and the other deals with items, and they can switch positions if necessary. This is the only game in the series where 2 players can work together. Something like this could be a lot of fun to mess around with on a Nintendo Switch with its easy Joy-Cons. And just like the previous, it's a really good game and fun nostalgia trip. Number 8. Now, so far we haven't had any type of Pokemon game on the Switch. However, there's one special entry in the series that I need on the console. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which features a battle mode akin to that of its predecessor, as well as a story mode featuring a brand new plot set in Oro region. Much like Colosseum, Pokemon XD features a similar 3D gameplay to the core series of the Pokemon games. Unlike in the previous, however, wild Pokemon can be found, although that's only in specific regions called Pokespots. This game is amazing. I played through it completely as a kid and loved every second. It's so weird and unique that I would love to see it return. Now, this game didn't do so well. It sold a lot less than the first, and for the Pokemon series in general, it was also somewhere at the bottom. But a man can dream, and in my opinion, this game is interesting, different, and special enough to make a return on Virtual Console. Number 7. In the GameCube days, Nintendo did something interesting with the Mario franchise. They made the best sports game ever, Super Mario Strikers, the first ever soccer game and the final Mario game that was released for this console. This game features a version of soccer without referees and rules, and has power-ups and special strikes, which count as 2 goals. This has to be the most fun and special Mario spin-off game ever, and personally, I love it. Now, we did get a sequel, Mario Strikers Charged, which was released for the Wii in 2007, but the GameCube version is way better. This game could also be the perfect lover for the Joy-Cons. You can easily play this game with one and your friend with the other. You also have a bigger screen because it doesn't have to be split. This would be great, and I would rather play this than FIFA, to be honest. The game is fast-paced, wacky, and skills required. I pray every day that this game returns, and a Nintendo Switch could be the perfect opportunity. Number 6. Now, as I already mentioned, I played Pokemon XD a ton. However, what would the GameCube Virtual Console be without the father of this game, Pokémon Colosseum, which was released in 2003 and 2004 across the world. It followed the basic stadium-style battling found in the Pokémon games of the same name, but extra gameplay was added here and there. This game was a lot more popular than XD, so I expect this one to be available for sure. If I can't get Gale of Darkness, I at least want this classic. And I think I'm not the only one who wants this. The adventure that this game offers with its fun battles and story would be a great fit for the Nintendo Switch that you can take anywhere. So let's hope we at least get one good old Pokémon journey. Number 5. Now this next game had a huge influence on me when I was a kid. It sparked my love for the Zelda franchise, but wasn't the first I ever played, or even my absolute favorite. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the 13th main installment of the series. Just like Ocarina of Time, Hyrule is once again fully explorable in a 3D console title, with old regions and dungeons returning in a completely new fashion. It wasn't a remake of course, but certainly took inspiration from the N64 titles, while also adding new elements to the game like Wolf Link. This game was such an amazing adventure to me as a kid. It opened my eyes to the world of Zelda again, and I started playing other titles as well. The story is great, there's a ton to see and do in the world, featured some of the best dungeons in the series, and kept me busy for over 116 hours. Not even kidding, my old save file is ridiculous, which already shows my love for this amazing Zelda title. Now, if Nintendo would put it on their possible GameCube Virtual Console, it would be great, but I would rather have the HD remake for the Wii U ported to the Switch. Let's hope that either of the two happens. Number 4. During the GameCube era, there was one character that also got some extra love. An entire series based around him, Luigis Mansion, which was a launch title initially released in 2001. It marks the second time where Luigi is the main character, with Mario playing a supporting role. The first being Mario is Missing. This game has to appear on it if Nintendo would make a GameCube Virtual Console. It was there as one of the first. Besides that, this game has some great mechanics and ideas, and the gameplay was completely original and you felt like a real ghost hunter. The series was even popular enough that Nintendo decided to make a second game called Dark Moon. So to treat the fans, they could bring back the original for the Switch so they can play it on the go, because they don't release a whole lot of new games in this series. Luigi deserves some more time in the spotlight. Number 3. Now there's one Zelda game aside from Breath of the Wild that I would love to have on the go because it's also extremely open world. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, with its massive overworld The Great Sea, which must be explored using a boat, which was new back then. This game was hated at first but loved in the end, and rightfully so. It's extremely good to say the least. It felt like an actual open world Zelda for the very first time. After the 3 pearls, you could do anything you want. Playing this on the Switch would be especially nice because you can just pick it up, go to an island, explore a bit, and drop it again to continue life. This game together with the newest Zelda are the only ones where you can really do this. All the others aren't as good at it. However, just like Twilight Princess, we already had a remake for this game on the Wii U, so I would rather have that ported to the Switch than a Virtual Console release. Number 2. Now, fighting games are great, and you already know where this is going. I want Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is an absolute classic, and everybody who even touched the GameCube back in the day knows about it. The first game for the N64 was still a bit under the radar and didn't establish the series, but this one, however, got to the masses for sure. It had an iconic range of characters, fun maps, and feeds on your nostalgia for sure. This would be an instant buy for me. Even though a new one is coming soon, this would have a place on the console for sure, and everyone would finally stop begging for the stupid HD remake that's never gonna come. They can easily do it. You can even use the GameCube controller adapter, which would make this game even better. Let's just hope that if they ever do it, this one is included. Number 1. Super Mario Sunshine! Baby, I want this so badly you don't even know. This is probably the only chance Nintendo will ever get. As many of you know, this game used to be my favorite in the entire series. until Super Mario Odyssey came along and Kung Fu drop-kicked it off its horse. So if Nintendo would really do a GameCube Virtual Console, then they could put 2 of my favorite Super Mario games on the exact same console. Clearly, I would lose my mind if this would actually happen. Can you even imagine playing it with a Pro Controller? This game is incredibly precious to me. It's not the best, and I admit this, but still it offers a fun and different summer adventure with mechanics that we never saw before. If this really happens, I will have a really hard time putting down my Switch. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Do you want to watch more videos? But of course you do. Then click those annotations. Subscribe. You didn't click the bell yet? Click the bell. You can do it. I believe in you. Wily believes in you. Be here, help me. Just help me out. That's all.